What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? You know, it's Tokyo Sports TV, and I'm back with another one. You know, I'm at these niggas' neck like necklace, and I'm going up like helium. Before I jump to this video, make sure I hit that like and make sure I hit that subscription button. Now, let me jump right in. So, it's no secret that Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Hearn is in business because the zone or whatever the case may be. Eddie Hearn is kind of like Canelo Alvarez promoter. I don't know what type of business relationship they have, but Canelo Alvarez is in business with the zone and Eddie Hearn. So with that being said, Eddie Hearn exposes Demetrius Andrade. Just by me saying that, it's supposed to sound like off, right? It's supposed to sound like, what the fuck? Isn't Eddie Hearn Demetrius Andrade promoter? Yes, Eddie Hearn is Demetrius Andrade promoter. But Eddie Hearn is actually Billy Joe Saunders promoter also. So we all know that Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo Alvarez faced off, and Canelo Alvarez beat Billy Joe Saunders, TKO. He broke his eye socket or some shit like that. He fucked his whole shit up for me. But what's interesting about that fight is the leading up to that fight. Billy Joe Saunders stated that he felt that Eddie Hearn wasn't catering to none of his requests. He was catering to Canelo Alvarez. Everything that Canelo Alvarez wanted was given to him. The size of the ring. And they made sure that Canelo Alvarez had a judge from Mexico there. Billy Joe Saunders was told that he was going to get a judge from Mexico. But, like, before the fight, they said that he wasn't. So, he had to, like, basically, like, fight to try to get a judge from the UK to be at that fight. As further stated concern that, they feel like they're going to pay off the judges. They feel like it's a lot of stuff that's going on. And Eddie Hearn is not behaving like he is Billy Joe Saunders promoter. He's moving like he's Canelo Alvarez promoter. All of that being said, Eddie Hearn loyalty is not towards nobody but Canelo Alvarez. Eddie Hearn at an interview earlier, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, if I'm correct, they asked him about Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo, and this man basically said Demetrius Andrade is clout chasing Canelo Alvarez. He said that Canelo Alvarez is not ducking anyone. That Canelo Alvarez has plans. He has plans to become undisputed when he beats Caleb Plant. And then he wants to move up to light heavyweight to fight Better Beef. So my thing with Eddie Hearn's statement, Eddie Hearn said he don't know what Demetrius Andrade is doing. He should be fighting Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade should be fighting. Canelo Alvarez is not going down to 160 to fight nobody right now. He's trying to get a undisputed bout with Caleb Plant and defeat Caleb Plant. Then he's gonna move up to fight Better Beef. Why is Eddie Hearn trying to slaughter or basically throw dirt on his own fighter? Demetrius Andrade raided Canelo Alvarez press conference right after the Billy Joe Saunders fight and told him, I want to fight. I want to fight. Eddie Hearn was sitting right next to Canelo Alvarez and didn't say nothing at all. Nothing at all. Eddie Hearn was Demetrius Andrade promoter when he tried to get that fight with Canelo Alvarez. Eddie Hearn loyalty is with Canelo Alvarez. He stated in that same interview that Canelo Alvarez is not ducking anyone. One thing I love about Saul, he's ready to fight everyone. That is not a fucking true. This nigga is lying for this nigga, bro. Just like how in the press conference that Demetrius Andrade rated, the last question, a female, I don't know what's her name, but she asked him this question, asked Canelo Alvarez, what does he think about a lot of people saying either him or Terence Crawford is pound for pound number one? Before she can even finish her sentence, Eddie Hearn jumped in. Oh, no one says that. That is completely ridiculous. No one says that. That was completely ridiculous. No one says that. When there is a list that you can find with Bud Crawford number one and Canelo Alvarez number two previously, before the Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders fight. So Eddie Hearn is showing the whole world and showing his fighters that any fighter that wants to fight Canelo Alvarez, anybody that goes up against Canelo Alvarez, his loyalty is with Canelo Alvarez. So people saying that Eddie Hearn exposed Demetrius Andrade. No, Eddie Hearn exposed himself. He exposed himself for what Billy Joe Saunders was talking about is true. Everything Billy Joe Saunders and his father was talking about is true. For you to say this about your fighter, you don't know what he's doing, he needs to fight Andrade. Nigga, you're his promoter. Make a fight with Andrade. Demetrius Andrade, make the fight with Charlo. Demetrius Andrade been calling out Jamal Charlo. How you gonna say you don't know what these guys are doing? Demetrius Andrade and Charlo need to fight each other right now instead of worried about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez got bigger plans. You're really shitting on your fighter right now, bro. Just because Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing and he's a big draw, you're willing to sell out, show no loyalty to none of your fighters just to keep partnership with Canelo Alvarez. How in God's name are you a promoter, bro? How are you a good promoter? Why people keep saying Eddie Hearn is a great promoter, Eddie Hearn is this, and Eddie Hearn is that? This nigga is a sellout. He is a absolute sellout. How do you sell out your own fighter just because you're in partnership with Canelo Alvarez and Canelo Alvarez is a big draw? How can you look at your fighter and tell your fighter, oh, that fight is not gonna Canelo Alvarez is not worried about them right now. He got bigger fish to fry. Demetrius Andrade and Charlo needs to fight each other. You don't know what Demetrius Andrade is doing. Bro, you're Demetrius Andrade promoter. What do you mean you don't know what he's doing? So you're willing to make your fighter look stupid just to cater to Canelo Alvarez. You said Canelo Alvarez is not coming down to 160, right? Eddie Hearn? How the fuck did Canelo Alvarez said he will come down to 164 or 165 or whatever the fuck that catch weight is to go fight Errol Spence Jr.? But he's not willing to go down to 164 or 160 or whatever the fuck he said to go fight Demetrius Andrade. You're willing to fight a smaller person with Errol Spence rather than fight Demetrius Andrade, somebody that people actually believe that can possibly beat you. And Eddie Hearn supports all of this shit because he has no loyalty. His loyalty is with money. So y'all think that he's exposing Demetrius Andrade? No, he's exposing himself, and he's using Canelo Alvarez as much as how he can use him, bro. So y'all really think that boxing is in a good place right now? Y'all niggas is fucking stupid. Your promoter don't promote you. Your promoter throw dirt on you all the motherfucking time. He's doing the same thing what Bob Arum is doing with Terence Crawford. If Terence Crawford came out and Terence Crawford is calling out Errol Spence Jr. and Bob Arum is gonna say that, oh, Errol Spence is not ducking Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford needs to fight Sean Porter first before you worried about Errol Spence. How does that even sound, bro? You don't know what Terence Crawford is doing. He needs to fight Sean Porter first. How does that even sound? And that is your fighter, bro. How does that even sound? Does that sound like any loyalty there at all? It doesn't, bro. It doesn't. He didn't expose Demetrius Andrade. He exposed himself for being a Canelo nutsucker. He exposed himself, and I've been saying it. I've been saying that Eddie Hearn is disloyal, bro. He has no loyalty. His loyalty is whomever is making the money, that's who his loyalty with. So when y'all saying Terrence Crawford should sign to Eddie Hearn, fuck no. Terrence Crawford needs to stand alone. Be his own businessman. Do his own thing. Be his own promoter. Be his own man. Be everything for yourself, bro. These promoters, they don't care about their fighters. They just care about money, bro. Y'all tell me what y'all think below. Y'all comment. Y'all subscribe. Y'all like. Tell me what y'all think about Eddie Hearn throwing Demetrius Andrade under the bus, saying that he should fight Charlo. Canelo is not worried about him right now, and he is freaking Demetrius Andrade promoter. How does that even look? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Am I bugging, or it sound like this nigga is just sucking Canelo Alvarez nuts? Y'all tell me what y'all think.